Only 2 hours. Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So welcome for today's discussion. So today is, what's the date today?
22nd.
22nd. 22nd December, and now we have gathered, we are here to discuss on chapter 10, Bhagavad Gita. Okay, it's going to be a very interesting chapter. Okay, so before we just start. So, ISKCON Malaysia proudly presents Gita again, which is chapter 10. Okay, it's going to be a very interesting chapter actually. Okay, before we start, let's take darshan. Okay, and before that, I forgot, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Aignanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasme Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagar Jadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vidam Shah हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते ताप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुस्ते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठभूतले श्रीमती जयपताक स्वामी नामिने नामाचार्य पदाय निताय कृपा प्रदायिने गौरकदामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पासाचरे सतारिणे नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्री वर्ष बनावी विरहिताय कृपादये कृष्ण संबंध विकरणदायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमादि श्री रूपनुग भक्तिर श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्तये नीलतारिणे रूपनुग विरुदापसितांत हरिणे नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये विप्रलंबर संबोधे पादं पूजयते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपनुगवरायते गौरवीर्भव भूमे स्वं निडस सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव स्वरूपम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः मंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव शरि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे नारायण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नस्तपरयेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भागवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भावति नैष्टिकी हरि ओम तत्सत् हरे कृष्णा so today okay so let's take darshan from ISKCON Vrindavan Sri Sri Nitai Gauranga. Okay, and the beautiful deity from ISKCON Vrindavan Sri Sri Krishna Balaram, such a beautiful deity. Look at their lotus feet. They're so beautiful. And Sri Sri Radha Krishna. Okay, so today we dedicate this program to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this program is inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. And I dedicate this program also to His Grace Anadi Jagannath Prabhu of Bangalore. Bangalore ISKCON Shishadipuram, created the brainchild of the essence of the Gita Gyan program worldwide. Okay, let's look at today's Gita Gyan, Gita Mahatmya. So it says here, very nicely says here, Ye Shravanti Patantyeva Gita Sastram Ahar Nisam Na Devai Manusa Nyeya Deva Rupa Na Sangsaya. One who day and night hears and recites the Gita. Okay, those who hears and also recites the Bhagavad Gita day and night is never to be taken as a mere human being. Okay, so that means we understand those who have always studied Gita and in this thing is not to be taken like an ordinary human being. Okay, without a doubt, he's a veritable God. That means, in other words, we start to have all these godly qualities. Okay. That's why we see that those people who are studying Bhagavad Gita, they really master Bhagavad Gita, they always abide by Bhagavad Gita, they start to have all the good qualities. That's why I think we have read it, the previous Mahatmya. Those who study Bhagavad Gita, those who recite Bhagavad Gita, they will have a very friendly disposition. Okay, they can be very friendly to everyone, and everyone will be very friendly to them, despite of any of their previous fault. So, if you think that you're not respected, you're not loved, no one likes you and everything, try Bhagavad Gita, and you start to see the big transformation start happening in your life. The understanding of Gita here today is just what is Bhagavad Gita. The purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to deliver mankind from nations. Nations means ignorance. Okay, just to deliver mankind from ignorance of material existence. Okay, every one of us are materially existing, and we are terribly situated. Every man is in difficulty in so many ways. Yes or not? All of you should have experienced, everyone is experiencing that. Every man is difficult in so many ways. So Arjuna was also in difficulty in having to fight the battle of Kurukshetra. Arjuna surrendered unto Sri Krishna, and consequently this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Not only Arjuna, but every one of us in full anxiety. Yes or not? This place is a place of anxiety. Even when there's no anxiety, itself is an anxiety. Okay, I remember, they say, a person who go through so much. Okay, example like this. A person who sleeps beside a railway track, right? Every night, the flow here, every 15, 20 minutes, there'll be a rail will be like passing by. There'll be sound. So he's been sleeping with that sound for so many years. Suddenly you go to a place where there's no sound. Okay. Suddenly say you go somewhere and there's no railway track and there's no sound. He's been sleeping with that kind of sound for so many years. Suddenly when there's no sound, he cannot sleep. Have you heard about it? Have you experienced that? Every time I'm sleeping near the roadside where I can hear the car will be running. Like that, But suddenly you go to the place when there's no car, no nothing, you feel in anxiety. So similarly, even not to have anxiety is also an anxiety itself, right? Because of this material existence. Our very existence in this is in the atmosphere of non-existent. Our very existence in the atmosphere of non-existent. That means we are existing in the place which actually doesn't exist. Because this place is called Maya. Maya means illusion. Okay. Okay. So actually, we are not meant to be threatened by non-existent. So we shouldn't get carried away. We shouldn't be threatened by non-existent. Our existence is eternal. Okay. Like what Krishna says, you have been existing before, and you shall go on existing in the future. All right. That's not the time that you will never exist. So that means we are eternal. But somehow or other, we are put into asat. Asat refers to that which does not exist. So we are put into this kind of illusion. That's why in this kind of illusory place, we are not having, we are somehow or other in great anxiety. Okay. So with that chapter, today is going to be the fantastic chapter. Congratulations to all of you who turn up today. It's going to be a mind-blowing chapter. It's a very, very, very auspicious chapter to study and read. All right. Because here, as a Chatusloki is going to be explained here. So today we may overshoot the time. Is it okay for everyone? Is it okay? Say like, for instance, we're supposed to finish at 9:30. We just overshoot by half an hour. Will that be okay? You can put a thumbs up or whatever.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
All right. No, because today I'm going to got a lot of explanation to do and I need to do it very slowly. But as I say, if you don't understand, stop me immediately and ask question. All right. If you don't understand, just drop a message, or you can just unmute yourself and ask the question, because it's going to be fantastic. You must understand this topic, because here we're going to speak about the opulence of the absolute. What is his opulence? Okay. So remember that Lord. Remember the Lord. Chapter 10 describes the Lord's opulence on which a devotee can fix his mind. Okay. We're going to study about the opulence where a devotee can fix his mind on how to remember him when we see that opulent, powerful and beautiful things in this world. When we see something very opulent, when we see something very powerful, or we see something very beautiful, we could just go on remembering the Lord. Okay, let's take 10.1. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Puya Eva Mahabaho Shrinu Me Paramang Vacha Yatte Hang Priyamanaya Vakshyami hitakamyaya. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna, because you are my dear friend, because you are a very dear friend, for your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. Okay. In our previous chapter yesterday, we discussed about the confidential knowledge. Yes or not? So Krishna says, because you're not envious of me, because you always so in me, love in me, I will tell you for your own benefit this confidential knowledge. Okay. And now in chapter 10, Krishna says that because you are my dear friend, again he says, all right, listen again, because you're my dear friend, you're very dear to me, so close to my heart. For your benefit, for your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. That means now you're going to learn something which is going to be more than what you have heard in the all the previous chapters. Right? So 10.2. So Krishna says, Na me vidu suragana prabhavam na maharishaya aham adirhi devanam maharishinam cha sarvasa. So neither the host of the demigods nor the great sages know my origin or appearance. Okay. Okay. So now the word that we can see here is sura. Okay. Suragana. So na me vidu. Na me. Na means never. Me means me, my. Viduhu. Viduhu means what? No. Not okay, never nobody knows me, include Viduhu. Suragana. Sura means, remember that I think yesterday we discussed about Surendra Loka. Do you all remember? Surendra Loka means it's a heavenly kingdom. So Surendra Loka, Sura Indra. Sura means Deva. Indra means the Devatas, which is called Indra. Okay. So now what Krishna says is Sura Gana. So Sura means Gana. Gana means all the demigods, all the Devas. You can, there's 33 million of Devas. All right. Name Vidu Sura Gana. Then after that he continues. Prabhavam. Prabhavam means origin. Okay. Origin or opulence. He doesn't know my origin or opulence. Okay. And Maharishaya. So you break the word here. Maha Rishaya, Rishi. So even the Maharishi or the great sages. Aham means me, I. Adi, Adir. Okay, Adir means original, origin. Okay, ஆதி காலத்துல இதெல்லாம் சொன்னாங்க ஆதி காலம் ஆதி காலம்னா அந்த காலம் ஆதி காலம். Okay, the origin. Okay, and then after that adirhi devanam. Devanam is the demigods. Maha Rashanam. Okay, great sages also sarvasa in all respect. So now what Krishna says, neither the host of demigods, that means Suragana, nor the great sages, Maharishaya, know my origin or appearance. That means Prabhavam. So far, so good? You all following me? Prabhavam means his origin or appearance. For in every respect, Aham Adir. Adir means I. Aham means I. Adir means the origin. Aham Adir. In every respect, I am the source of demigods and sages. Aham Adirhi Devanam and Maharishinam Cha Sarvasha. Okay. So that means I am the origin. So in other words, what Krishna says here, that he is neither the devas or the sages knows my opulence. The sages and the rishis, great devotee sages. Sometimes when we go and refer to some of the people out there, they just cannot give you a proper answer when it comes to Krishna. Okay, they can be a great rishi, they can be a great mahan, but they just still don't understand Krishna is, because Krishna already said that. Okay, not these people, they never know my origin or my opulence. Okay, they don't understand. Okay, and at the same time, you must also know I am the source of them. I am the source of the devas, and I am the source of the sages, rishi. Okay, now 10.7, Krishna says, Etam vibhutim yogancha mama yo vitti tatvataha so vikalpena yogena yujyate natra sangshayaha. So etam means what? all these vibhudim. Vibhudim means opulence. Opulence. Etam means these. Vibhudim means opulence. Vibhudi is opulence. Yoga means the mystic power. Okay. Mama yo veti tatvataha. Mama means mine. Okay. Veti knows tatvataha. That actually knows my tattva. Tattvangale eni theriyirudhu, therinjikkiradhu. All right. Sa vikalpena, without division, yogena in devotional service. Yujjati. Okay. Yujjati is engaged. Natra. Okay. Na atra. Never here. Okay. Na atra. Sangshaya. Sangshaya means doubt. Okay. Or in Tamil also we call sandegam. Okay. The sandegam. And here it says sangshaya. So Krishna says here in this verse, one who is factually convinced of these opulence. What is factually means? With facts and figures. That means true knowledge. Convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind. Okay. So, who are convinced with this opulence and the mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Right? They engage in unalloyed devotional service. What is unalloyed devotional service? The devotional service that is not tainted. The devotional service which is not tainted. That means unalloyed. Alloy means few metal combined, you get a metal. Unalloyed means it's the original metal. Okay. So that means is engaged in original way of devotional service. Of these, there's no doubt. All right. So now we are coming to the most important part of the Vedas. Okay. That this is the secret. This is the essence of entire Bhagavad Gita. Essence. Okay, we call it a Chatusloki. If you think you cannot remember the entire 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita, but at least you should endeavor to remember these 4 verses. Chatusloki. Chato means 4. Shloki means sloka. That is 10.8, 10.9, 10.10, and 10.11. These 4 verses are the essence of entire Bhagavad Gita. If you could just understand these 4 verses, it is considered that you have understood the entire Bhagavad Gita. What is the intention of Krishna? What Krishna is trying to prove? What Krishna is trying to create? What is the environment? What is the new parampara that you want to create, right? So now let's look at this. 10.8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvang pravartate iti matva bhajante mang buddhva bhava samanvita. 10.8. Krishna says, Aham, I, Sarvesha. Sarva means everything. Sarva kalam, sarvam, everything, right? Prabhavo. What is Prabhava means? Prabhava means the source of generation. Okay, he's the one who generates. Okay. Then Matta, from me, Sarvam, everything, Pravartate, emanates, iti, right? So, by knowing this, Matva knowing, so what happened? When you know all these things, you will become Bhajante, Matva. Matva means when you understand the opulence of Krishna, what is the next thing you can do? Bhajante, you start to worship him. Bhajan. So, Bhajante means worship, all right? Become a devotee. Okay, and unto who? Unto Mang. Mang means me. Krishna says, Iti Matva Bhajante Manda. You become a devotee to him. Then after that, Buddhva, learned, Bhava Sanvita, with great attention. So now Krishna says in this verse, I am the source of all spiritual and material world. So now the word is, why there's an S here? Why worlds? It's supposed to be, I am the source of all spiritual and material world. It's okay, fair enough. But what is the reason? I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. So that means, is there something which is more than what we have? If more than one, we add an S at the back. Okay, but why? Secondly, everything emanates from me. What do you mean everything? What is everything emanates from me? Then after that, Krishna says, the wise who perfectly know this, the wise person who knows this, engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their heart. They worship me with all their heart. So now you see here. So now I'm going to take you to a place. I'm going to my best of my knowledge. Okay. So to the best of my knowledge, I'm going to share with you this, the understanding. Okay. All right. So now you see. Okay. Now, everyone of you can see the thing. If you don't understand, please stop me immediately because I really want you to understand this. If you could just understand this, it's considered that your path of liberation, mukti, is already there. It's already given. All right. So now let's look at this. First, there's a place. Okay. Okay. First, there's a place like this. Okay. Then here in this area, how does it look? All right. It is a place where we call it as Goloka. Okay. This is the place called Goloka. So Goloka is a place where Krishna resides along with his confidential associate. It is the highest form of this thing. So now, when you see in my body, or see in anyone, not in my body, there's an aura. Yes or not? Are you all following me? There's an aura. Okay. In that aura, okay, there's an aura. So now, Krishna, that aura of the Krishna, that is the one that illuminate all these places. Okay. Okay, this is the place that illuminate all these things. The yellow things is all this aura. So what we call this place aura, we call this place as Brahma Jyoti. Okay, Brahma Jyoti. Or also we can call as the aura of Krishna. All right. So there's an aura, there's a light emanating. So there's an aura. The whole thing is full of aura. So far, so good. So in this aura, okay, now, and then in this place, there is also many varieties of planets. Okay, many varieties of planets. Okay, so what we call this, what we call this planet, we call this as the Vaikunta Loka. Okay, all these planets in this this area we call as Vaikunta. Okay, all these consider Vaikunta. All varieties of Krishna and his expansion lives at this area. Okay. Okay. All these are considered Vaikunta. Okay. And there's another name for this area. This place is also called as the okay, this place is also called as the spiritual sky. Okay. This area is also called as the spiritual sky. So far, every one of you, are you following me on this? If yes, put a thumbs up. If you don't understand, you ask me. Since it's going to be the last Gita Gyan session, and it's going to take, I don't know how long that we're going to sit and going to talk about this. So please take this opportunity to go through it. Okay, great. You all understand. Good. So now, you understand? First, there's a Goloka. And who lives in this Goloka? Radha Krishna. And this is like a lotus. Okay, it's a lotus flower. And the planet looks like a lotus flower. And in the lotus flower, of course, there's Radha Krishna. Of course, this place is also divided. I don't want to go into the detail. But I'm just giving you a layman way of understanding. Okay, there is a place like this. So in this Goloka, Krishna lives here. And from his body, the aura spread. And from the aura, all these places are illuminated by the spiritual sky. And in that spiritual sky, Brahmajyoti is a place, as you see, lot of other planets, and all the planets in this spiritual sky is called as Vaikuntha Loka. Okay, you, according to Ishtadeva, say like you are a very strong devotee of Lord Ramachandra, Ayodhya. So there is a called Ayodhya Dham. If you think that you are very close, very staunch devotee of Narsinga Devi, you got a Ahovila Dham. If you are a staunch devotee of Hayagriva Dham. So there is so many varieties and variety. If you have Lord so close of Venkatachalapati, there will be also Tirumala Dham. So like all these places. So all these places, once you go, you will never return. Once you attain to this area, you will never return. But unfortunately, a lot of yogis who are doing meditation, Brahma yogis, all right, who believe that Krishna is don't have form. You know, they pray the form, oh, God is light, Brahma Jodi, 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 Suyam, Jodi, 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 Arul. What Jodi they want to penetrate? They want to go into these Brahma Jodi, this aura of Krishna, and become nothing. It is just like a drop of seawater wants to go into the sea and become nothing. It doesn't make that way. We have already studied. We as a spirit soul, we are very authentic and we are individual. We have the individuality. We don't merge into something and become nothing. We still maintain our individuality. So all these things, they wanted to come here. All right. That's a Brahma Jyoti. Okay. So anyway, I'll just write it down. Who lives here? All right. Radha Krishna and associates. So who is that associate? Like gopis, gopals, okay, all the beautiful cows and everything. They live in this area. Okay. Radha Krishna and associates. Okay. And what they do there? Every day they sing, dance, and they have so much of good time. All right. Now let me show you another place. And here, what is this white area? This white area is considered a shadow of this spiritual sky. Okay, the shadow. So this area is considered dark. Okay, this area is black. Okay, it's a shadow. Or in other words, okay, okay, yeah. So this is the dark area. Okay, the dark zone. Okay, so we are in this area. Okay, so what happened? So now in this dark zone here, or this place is called material sphere. Material sphere, or also called as Durga Dham, a place of suffering and misery. Okay. Okay. So this is the place we call material sphere or Durga Dham. Okay. So now what happened? In between this place here, there is a okay, here in this area here, okay, this is the border. Okay, border, which is called Viraja River. Okay, this is the border which is called the Viraja River. Okay, in this border, okay, what happened? This is the border. Can you see or not? Are you all following me? Okay. So this is the place you see the Viraja river. So what happened when a soul, after they get liberated from this material world, they'll be as big as a thumb. They go, once they take a bath in Viraja river, you get your spiritual form. After you get the spiritual form, then you continue, go back to any of the preferred Vaikuntha Loka. Okay. So the Viraja river is considered the border. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. I believe you all understand. Okay. Now, when you look at this material world, spiritual world here, okay, let me draw in a white color. Can you see the color? What other color I can use? Okay. All right. Can you see? Okay. All right. So this is the place which we call it as Kailash. So this is the Kailash. This is Kailash. So in Kailash, it borders the material world and the spiritual world. All right. The Kailash, you see, there's two color here. One is the lighter part, which is the place where it's a spiritual world Kailash. And this is on the darker side, which is called as the material world Kailash. So this is the place called Kailash. And who resides here? Sada Siva. The Lord that resides here is Lord Sada Siva. You must understand, Lord Shiva and Lord Sada Siva is two different persons. Lord Sada Siva is the original Shiva, and Lord Sada Siva, Lord Shiva is the material concept Shiva. Okay, so that's the thing. And this area is called as Mahesh Dham. All this area is called as Durga Dham, but this area is also called as Mahesh Dham. Okay, now let me continue one more thing. So now, what happened? So Lord Krishna, he expanded himself. Okay, he expanded himself into Krishna. Then after that, he expanded as Balaram. Then Balaram expanded as Aniruddha. Aniruddha expanded as Pradyumna. That's the first expansion. Then after that, there's a second expansion. Okay, I don't want to confuse you. So now what happened? So from all this expansion, then he came to the expansion of what they call so as he expand further, okay, he expanded. Okay, he expanded further. Where can I draw it down? Okay, so expanded further into this place, right? Which is in between the Viraja river, that area. Okay, expanded and okay, shall I just put it like this? Okay, so expanded here. Okay, here he appeared as Karana Dasyasi Vishnu. Okay, Karna Dakshai Vishnu. Okay, he appeared here as Karna Dakshai Vishnu. Okay, so what Karna Dakshai Vishnu? He entered all that expansion, expanded. From there, he entered as a Karna Dakshai Vishnu. So just give me a second. Okay. So Karna Dakshai Vishnu. Karna Dakshai Vishnu, what happened? Lord Krishna, after all the expansion, he came in the form of Maha Vishnu. So the place that you can, what is the form that you stay here is also called as Narayana. Okay. Narayana, or also called as Maha Vishnu. Okay, is the Narayana or Maha Vishnu. Okay, Narayana or Mahavishnu. So what he did, he went into this the place this area is called Karana Kadal, or the ocean of causal ocean, where everything created. Okay. So in that causal ocean, he enters into that causal ocean. He stays in the ocean. See, like for instance, when we put our hand, okay, when we put our hand, or say like you're going for swimming pool or what, you go into the water, you start to see bubbles start to appear in your body. Yes or not? You start to see a lot of bubbles start to appear, bubble on your skin. And sometimes you go into the bubble, there's a lot of bubbles. Okay. Like that, Karna Dakshay Vishnu created so many bubbles. Okay. He created so many bubbles. Okay. He created so many bubbles. A lot of bubbles start to appear from his body. I hope every one of you following me. If you're following me, please put a thumbs up or just put a comment. Yes, you're following me. You understand. Great. Sheila understands. Great. Okay, everyone, I hope everyone understands. Okay. So now, after Karna Dakshay Vishnu, from his body, many bubbles start to appear from his body. Okay. All these bubbles start to appear from his body of Karna Dakshay Vishnu. Okay. So all these bodies start to appear as Karna Dakshay Vishnu. All right. So far, so good. So what happened when all the bubbles expanded from his body? So all the bubbles start to appear from his body. What he did, he start to enter into everybody. Okay, he start to go in. He start to enter into everybody. Okay, he enters as Garbo Dax. Garboda. Okay. So he enters into everybody, into every bubble. After that, say in Tamil we call garbam. Garbam means pregnant. That means to be inside a womb. So like that, Karna Dakshay Vishnu, after all this expansion, okay, from the spiritual world, then after that he entered into this Karna ocean. From this ocean, he start to, from a bubble that he appeared, there's so many bubbles that appear. He entered into Garbo Dakshay Vishnu. So far, so good. I'm so excited about this topic. I can go very fast. That's why I need to go slow to find out whether you all are following me or not. Great. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this Garbo Dakshay. Yes, Krishna Rubini. You got a question?
No, sir. I just say understood.
Okay. All right. Then put your hand down now.
All
Okay.
right,
Great.
sir. Okay.
Oh, that's nice. That's very interesting. Okay. So now what we do, we take out the Garbo Dakshay Vishnu. We take out this planet and see what's happening. Okay. So now, where is Garbo Dakshay Vishnu situated? In that dark creation, right? Okay. So in this dark place, okay, let me take out the bubble. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay. So we took out the bubble, the huge bubble. Can you all see the bubble? Okay. So there's a big bubble. So what happened? He entered at the bottom as he enters the bottom as Garbo Dax. Yeah. See? Vishnu. Vishn. Okay. He enters into this place. At the bottom, he came and rested in the bubble as Garbo Dakshay Vishnu. Please understand, Vishnu means what? Vishnu means all pervading, the one that can be in anywhere. The one can be in atom, the one can be in human life, everything. So all pervading, the word all pervading means Vishnu. So now his Garbhodakshaya Vishnu entered into the bubble. Which bubble? From this bubble. Okay. He saw this thing, he entered into this bubble. Now I'm taking out this bubble and I'm showing you. So now he entered here as a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Okay. And Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is lying down there in Garbha ocean. They call Garbha Kadal. Okay, in Garbha ocean, he lies down there while he was lying on Ananda Shesha, the snake. And from the navel, Toppal, from the navel, does appear this. Okay, from the navel, okay, from the navel, okay, from the navel, there's a thing sprouted. Okay, and here, okay, who appeared? Here appeared Lord Brahma. Okay, so Lord Brahma appeared at this area. Okay, Lord Brahma appeared at the top. So in this Lord place of Lord Brahma, so what we can see here, okay, it is a like a lotus flower. Okay, there's a lotus flower here, and in this lotus flower, Lord Brahma was born. So far, so good. Okay, so this place. So now, from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu to the top, there is a total of 14 planets. Okay, 14 planetary system. Okay, so that means just okay, let me take this color. Okay, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6. Then the next one is 7. Okay. Then followed by 8, 9, 10, 13, and 14. Okay, so let's count. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The upper portion, Lord Brahma, we call Satyaloka, is also a planet. So total, there are how many planets? There are 14 planets. Okay. In these 14 planets, we are at the middle. We call it as the Earth planet. So we are at the middle of this creation. All right. So here, what is we have? The body that we have is made of gross, okay, and subtle. Okay, we have a gross body and a subtle body in this planet. Okay, I want to ask, do you all remember what is gross and subtle body? How many of you don't know what is gross and subtle? Come on, take the opportunity. Okay, now, how many of you don't know? Raise your thumbs up. How many of you know?
Gross is physical body, Prabhu.
Yes, gross means your physical body. Your subtle
Physical
means?
body.
What is the gross
Five
body?
layers. 5 layers.
What? 5 layers? The body is made of what?
Sorry.
What is the body made of? Gross body. Five element. Are you following me? Air, water, ether, fire, earth.
Right. 500%.
5 elements. Yes. Okay. And what is the subtle body, Mataji?
3 elements.
Then that is
Mind, intelligence, and false ego.
very good. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Phew. I got so scared. You know, because even
Learning
though we
Prabhu.
are doing
Learning.
we are doing this Gita Gyan, which is supposed to be summary, but I can't control myself by not talking about this. Because if this is going to be once and for all attempt that you're going to study Gita, so let's do the best. You know, so I got so worried. Okay, so now we understand that. Okay, now, so now when we look at the upper planetary system, all right, when you look at the upper planetary system, okay, in that upper planetary from Earth, right, from here to Satyaloka, Lord Brahma. Then secondly, okay, what are the environment here? This place is called purely subtle. Okay, they are in a subtle form. Okay, this place is purely subtle. Okay, S-U-B-T-L-E, alama, wrong spelling. Okay, what does that subtle means? Subtle means they don't experience old age, right? They don't experience old age. They always remain young, all right? They always remain healthy, all right? They are in subtle form because only the gross form deteriorate, but the subtle form doesn't deteriorate, okay? At the same time, now when you look at this body at the lower bottom here, so from Earth to here, okay, this place is more into gross. So gross. So what is gross form means? More into gross. Gross means at this area, the suffering is even more. In upper planetary, there's more enjoyment. In lower planetary, Earth to down, everything is terribly suffering. So what is the planets here? Tala Tala, Mahatala, Sutala. Then it is the place where all your forefathers will be staying, and this is the hellish region. Okay, this is all hellish region. And this is the Earth, and above that is subtle body. Okay, all these things. Okay, do you all remember the pralaya when Brahma goes to bed at night? I said half of the thing will destroy. Do you all remember? Remember that yesterday we were discussing the 12 hours daytime. When it's over, when Brahma goes to bed, half of the earth will be destroyed, half of the creation will destroy. Do you remember that or not? If you remember, put a thumbs up.
I remember you said that, Prabhu. Yes, you said before. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Great.
Yeah.
So the thing that get destroyed when Brahma goes to bed, only this earth downwards, all this creation will be destroyed. You got it? Mataji? So what
Yeah,
get destroyed?
yeah.
This area will be destroyed when Brahma goes to bed. And this area will remain as it is. Okay? But when Brahma turns 100, when he dies, this entire bubble will be destroyed. That's a Mahapralaya. That's the thing. So what happened at this moment? You know, when Garbhodakshaya Vishnu like breathe out, all the bubbles come out, right? All the bubbles start to coming out. Yes or not? So at that, when Brahma finishes his 100 years, he start to breathe in. Now he's breathing out. Breathing in, breathe out. So when Mahapralaya, he breathe in, where all the bubble will go into him. That's when the entire destruction happened. Right? Okay. Now, if you want to know further, please join my morning classes starting next year. All these topics we're going to discuss. But of course, in Srimad Bhagavatam, it says very clearly. That's why I really paid attention to study this. If a person who knows this, they are considered the path of liberation is really open. That's why I really want to stress on this, right? All right, now. So this is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So when this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu created all these things, okay, what is next now? He created Lord Brahma. So when he created Lord Brahma, then after that, he was initiated through Krishna, through the Sabda Pramana. I mean, through the flute, he got the inspiration, he started to create. But the problem is, when you want to create, he must have that what do you call? The ingredient. He needs the ingredient to create. So where to get the ingredient and how to activate the ingredient? So therefore, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu now expanded as the third one called Shiro, I'm sorry, it's KSRI. Shiro See Vishnu, right? Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu, right? He expanded as Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu. Okay, he expanded Shiro Dakshayi. What did Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu did? He went and what is the job of Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu? Okay, he expanded as the maintainer, right? He expanded as a main, M-A-N, main, P-A-I-N-E-R, maintainer. Then enters all atom. Then enters all body, okay, as Paramatma. Maintainer enters all. Okay. So this Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu, right? This is the three things that he have. He have three duties here. Okay. So what is the duty that he have? Is this. Number one, he maintains the entire universe. All right. And what maintainer is this? The localized aspect of Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Brahma creates, Shiva destroy. In between, Vishnu protects. So who is that Vishnu? This is Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu. All right. Number one, he maintains. After that, what he did? He enters into all atom. That's why you see even the moving or non-moving, everything is moving, everything is functioning because there is atom. When you look at atom, inside the atom we see proton, neutron, okay, proton, neutron, all these things, nucleus, proton, neutron, the things will be like moving in a small tiny atom because he enters into that and activates that. That's why when you take all these, when you combine, you see like our whole body is made of atoms, right? That's why when the atomic bomb dropped in Japan, the people evaporated. The atom disintegrate, people just disappeared because the extreme heat. Evaporate because we are atom, right? The combination of atom, now you can see the form. So similarly, what Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu did, he enters into all atom. Second duty. The third one, what he did, he enters into all body. He enters in your body and my body, in all living entity as Paramatma. Okay? He enters into all his body as Paramatma. So what happened? So the same Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu, he expanded as a Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu. Thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about. Okay? Do you all understand what I'm talking about? Oh, great. Punis understands. Others?
Yes, Prabhu, understood.
Okay, great. All right. Okay, so where Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu lives? All right, Shiro Dakshayi Vishnu lives in this place called, in this material world, there's a place called, okay, there's a place called this area. Okay, this is called Vaikunta in material world. Okay, so what we call this area? We call this area Sweta Dvipa or Vaikunta in, okay, I don't confuse you. Sweta Dvipa, or we also call it as the pole star. The Western astronomers call it as pole star, and also known as DHRUVA, Druvaloka, right? Also known as World Vaikunta. Right? It's also known as the material world Vaikunta planet. Okay. So the place is called as Sweta Dvipa, Sweta Dvip, and in the Western scientists call it as the pole star. And Dhruva, do you remember the young boy who wanted to achieve liberation? You know, you sit and meditate because the mother don't allow him to sit on the father's lap. Do you all remember the story? I think I shared with you the day, right? But the fellow pushed him down. Then he went and he go to the forest. He going to ask the mother, why? I am also the son. Why I cannot sit on the father's lap? I said, what can I do? Only Krishna, only the God can answer you. Then he said, I want to find that God. Where is that God? Then she just said to a young boy, no, he said, I saw all the boys, everyone goes into the forest. I think the God is in the forest. So someone or other sneak out from the home. He went there and he meditated 6 months. Okay, he performed meditation. Narada Dev came and Narada Muni come and give him initiation and gave him this mantra. That's when this mantra was given. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. They said just chant on this mantra. So he was just standing in one leg with the hands upward like this. He just chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and Lord Vishnu appeared. When he saw Lord Vishnu, he was so excited. You know, he said, oh my God, Vishnu, I can't believe you are here. You know, then he said, okay, what do you want? He said, after seeing Vishnu, he said, I don't want anything. No, you have to ask me something. He said, no, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. So when I said, I don't want anything means what? He doesn't want anything from me because he's so satisfied. But Lord Vishnu says, since you have asked, you have a desire, I will give you an entire planet to rule and you stay with me. And that's the place we call Dhruva Loka. Okay. And also we also call as material world Vaikuntha. But even the place is, even the thing is still inside this Vaikuntha Loka, but still this place is also known as transcendental place. Okay. That means even the holy places are still in this material world, which is so terrible, still that place is considered holy. Yes or not? Like for instance, Vrindavan, Mayapur, Tirupati, in this material world, ruled by a material guy, right? Terrible. There's a lot of nonsense. It's so nasty place. This material is nasty place. But yet there's a place like that. So the place is called a holy place. Similarly, even in this entire material bubble, everything is there, but this Vaikuntha Loka is still considered the real Vaikuntha. All right. To achieve here also is considered liberation. So that's when Kshirodakshai Vishnu lives. Okay. So Kshirodakshai Vishnu lives in this place. Okay. So I hope you all are following me. Okay. So this is the thing. So first we understood the first thing that we have learned here is number one, Karana Dakshai Vishnu, where from his body all the bubble came out. Then from the bubble he entered into all the second character Vishnu is Garbo Dakshai Vishnu. Remember, enter into Garbha, pregnancy, Garbham, enter into one bubble. Like that he enters into all the other bubbles, not only one. I mean, there's not only one universe, there's a millions of universe out there. Then after that, enter into the one bubble, then from the navel, Lord Brahma was born. And in between the Brahma to that Garbho Dakshay, there's a 14 planetary system. In that 14 planetary, Earth is in the middle. Okay. Burloka, Buloga, right? Earth is in the different. And there's 14 on top, 6 on top, and 14 at the bottom. So everything in the bottom is all gross, a place of terrible suffering, where all the nasty things lives, all the demons, snakes, and all these kind of nasty things lives here. And above that is all the auspicious things or heavenly kingdom all here. Heaven is somewhere here, right? So they all lives here. And here is subtle because there's more enjoyment, this thing. But in earth, we are living in a place which is very gross and subtle. That means we got a gross body and we have a subtle body. We got two types of body. That means we enjoy and we suffer, right? So all that enjoyment that subtle body wants, the gross body suffers. Okay, just like you got a car, but you really want to ram the car. Who suffers? The car go and get a bang here and there. The car suffers. Exactly like that, right? So then this same Garbho Dakshay Vishnu, when Lord Brahma wants to create all that creation, he expanded as Shiro Dakshay Vishnu, whereby he maintained the entire creation. Because when he create, somebody needs to maintain it. So he became a maintainer, that Vishnu. That means Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. The three things, Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Yes. Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the maintainer, and Shiva is the destroyer. So there's a three, in the three Murti, this Shiro Dakshay Vishnu became the three Murti. All right. So he became the maintainer. Then after that, he enters into all atoms. That's when all the atoms start functioning. All right. Then after that, he enters into all body as Paramatma. So he enters all body. So at the time that we give up this body, we go back home, back to Godhead, we will drop this gross body along with Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, and we go back home, back to Godhead in our original form. Okay, in our original form. Okay, so now, so just imagine when we fall from this spiritual world, when we Karanakshaya Vishnu, we fall into this world, we are immediately given a subtle body. All right, in this subtle body, in this planet universe, there are total 8.4 million varieties of species. Right, from the upper Brahma up to the lowest, and all varieties, even aliens with one eye, all varieties, you just name it. All that things we are exists here. Roughly 8.4 million species, and there are so many subspecies. When it said a species called car, in one car itself got how many brands? All right, when you take one car, okay, Mercedes-Benz. In Mercedes-Benz got how many brands? Got E class, C class, D class, A class, now S class. Then after that, SE, then SG. In one model, it's just so many varieties. Imagine like that. So in one creation, one man, there's so many varieties. Under that one variety, there's so many even sub-varieties. Right? Say, okay, okay, one of the type of human being is Indian. Under the Indian, how many varieties are there? Divided by language. Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannadam, Tulu, Hindi, Marathi, Urdu, like that, 30,000 distinct. So when you take the Tamil, under the Tamil, even got small sub-varieties, right? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, right? So let me just take Vaishya. So once you take under the Vaishya got so many varieties of Vaishya business people, right? Like the, say, like for instance, like I'm from this Chettiar clan. In Chettiar alone got 108 varieties. Can you imagine? 108 varieties. And all of them fighting among themselves, saying that I'm the best, you are the best. So under that also got another sub. So it's so complicating, and we are going around. And what takes you? The one that takes you is your subtle body. And the gross body, say sometimes somebody goes to Brahma Loka, you go there, you say sometimes from here you take another body, the subtle body take you to one species, the new gross body. Then from here, take you to another species, the new gross body. Like that, we have been roaming around and around. So when you really want to look at it, so for your information here, where actually we are in this one creation, because when you look at this creation, there are so many varieties. It's a very, very, very complicated topic mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, and I'm trying to understand them. Okay, in this pure darkness, all right, in this place, pure darkness, there's a place called sun. All right, the sun is here, and the sun is somehow rather illuminating the world. Okay, the sun is somehow rather illuminating the entire creation. Okay, illumination. So this is the illumination is happening entire creation. Okay, in this illumination, all right, just say we take this planet Earth. Under this planet Earth, okay, somewhere here, that's like this. Okay, when half of the planet is illuminated, another half is dark. So in other words, what we can understand from here is this. So we can only understand, right, that this is the place that you are staying, somewhere hidden in the horizon. This is the planet Earth. We are somewhere in the horizon, in a dark place. We are stuck. And of course, surrounded by so many stars and everything. Or in other words, we are living in a dungeon. We are living in a dungeon. So it's not an exciting place to be here. That's why the Bhagavad Gita spoken just to encourage you. Think what you are, where you are, and think about the possibilities of coming out from this terrible environment. Right? So I hope you all understand. Okay, so now we're going to continue with our what they call. Okay, so now you will understand what I'm saying. So now Chatusloki, Aham Sarvasva Prabhavo. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, Aham Sarvasva Prabhavo, Matta Sarvam Pravartate, Iti Mate Bhajante Mam, Udva Maha Samanvita. I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Now you understand how the material spiritual comes out. Okay, everything emanate from me. Emanate from me means, see, like this is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. From Krishna came this Maha Narayana, Maha Vishnu, Narayana. and he's lying in the Karna ocean. And from his body, there's lot of bubble coming out. Can you see? Lots of bubble coming out, and each bubble there's enter each Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Okay. Then after that, Krishna says, the wise who knows this perfectly engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Because now we understand, we were hidden somewhere. The only solace or solution that we have is to remember Krishna and try to get out of this place as fast as he can. Right? So this is what I said. Karna Dakshaya Vishnu is living, is lying on a Karna ocean. See from his body, see from the mouth, from the nose. Can you see there's a bubble coming out? So all these bubble, and from the skin, pores, everywhere the bubble coming. There's so many varieties of planets. And after that, what happened? Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, he enters into the planet. Then from his navel came Brahma. And in between Brahma to here, there's 14 planetary system. All right, the middle planet, higher planet, and lower planet. So when you look at the middle planet is Burloka, the earth. The higher planet is called Burloka, Svargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, and at last Brahma's place, Satyaloka. Then after that, the middle planet, the gross, the lower planet is called Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala. Patala means it's a place where the Piturloka and hellish planets are there. Remember yesterday we studied, those who worship the forefathers will go to Piturloka. And where the Piturloka? Here is near the hellish planet. It is not an exciting place to be, right? Then after that, those who really enjoy the worship this thing, they go to Svargaloka, right? The Svargaloka, Indraloka, heavenly planet, where the realm of 33 million demigods and demons. So all the 33 million devas and demons are living in this place, right? And this sphere, right? And how the thing is sphere is, this is sphere, is very, okay? So now when you look here, there's, you see the mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. See, for you to even break away from this planet or break away from this environment is so tough. But when you're going to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, when you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, immediately the Maha Mantra will just break away. At that split second, the mantra will go and go to that Goloka Vrindavan. And from Goloka Vrindavan, the Krishna, Radha and Krishna will reciprocate to you and come back to you on a split second. That's why we say, the only way that you want to come out of this place, that's only solution that you have is to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Right? Then after that, we also understood Shirodakshaya Vishnu. All right, the Spolstar, Durvaloka. So in Shirodakshaya Vishnu, he's here. All right, he is the source of all. He enters into every heart as Paramatma. And he also lives here as the one who maintains the planetary system. At the same time, he also enters into every moving and non-moving. So everything starts to manifest, right? So when you see that all the devas, whenever there's a disturbance in this world, you know, like Hiranyakasipu start to terrorize, Ravana start to terrorize, Kangsha start to terrorize. So all the devas will be going and worshipping Lord Vishnu and ask them, please come and maintain. Right? There's some disturbance are coming, please come down. So the one that comes to this planet Earth with all that avatar, okay, Vamana, Meena, Kurma, tortoise, okay, Varaha, the wild boar, then Narasingha, then after Narasingha is Parashuram, Lord Ramachandra, like that, Buddha, Lord Buddha, you know the Buddha, the Buddhism, Buddha. Even all of the appearance, or even the final moment, Kalki, at the final end, the Kalki will arrive. All these will arrive from this place called Sweta Dvip. Right? This is the place where the devas can go and have a direct audience with them. Because we also studied, I am the source of creation by all the devas and the rishis. Yes, now we have read that. Yes or not? But they don't understand me. So when they don't understand me, how they can approach him? Yes, the place that they are approaching is within this material realm. That's a place called Sweta Dvip. They cannot go to the place Vaikunta or to Goloka Vrindavan to go and have his audience. I hope you all understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So now we're going to look at the chapter 2nd verse 10.9. So before that, let's take a short break because I want you to just digest whatever that you have studied, learned now. Right. So, okay. So all of you are here. So now what's the time? So now it's 10:49, 9:49. Shall we just take a 2 minutes break? Just get up, just meditate in whatever you have learned. Okay. If you think you want that thing, if you want, you just can tell me to the thing. You just can take photo if you want to, or you can also go back to the video because it's going to be uploaded into the YouTube. Because today I am recording it properly. Yes, all right. Because I went and uninstall and reinstall because my whiteboard went to the modern whiteboard, which I do not use. So I need to restore, but after that, everything went haywire already. Okay. So we take a short break. So we take a short break. Okay. So we have understood the first part. Okay. So now let's look at second Chatusloki, the second thing. Then after that, now Krishna, just now he said that I am the source of all creation and everything comes from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service. All right. So now, who is that wise people who engage in that devotional service? Okay. 10.9 Krishna says, Mat chitta mat gata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantascha mang nityang tushyanticha ramanticha. He says, the thoughts of my pure devotee dwells in me. Okay. The thought of my pure devotee dwells in me. Their lives fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one and another in conversing about me. So that means the thoughts of my pure devotee, or those who are pure devotees, that means once you become a pure devotee, how we can check and balance, how to find out whether I'm a pure devotee or not, when all your thoughts, when you're thinking and everything, all the opulence, you see, dwell in me. We always dwell in Krishna. Okay. Their lives are fully devoted to my service. Even though that they may be working as a doctor, teacher, whatever job that they are involved, all that service, all the job and everything, what they eat, what they perform, everything, when they dedicate to Lord Krishna. So that means their life is fully devoted to my service. All right. They only service, okay. And they derive great satisfaction. At the same time, they also get so much of satisfaction. At the same time, bliss, a kind of happiness that cannot be described. Bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. So when a two devotees get together, whenever they go, they got nothing. They don't have any prajalpa or any nonsense things to talk. They have no time for politics. They don't have no time for TikTok or Facebook. They simply talk about Krishna. You know, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that, yes, they're just conversation. It's all based on Krishna. Okay. All right. Then what is the 10th, the third Chatusloki, the important verse? Tesam satata yuktanam bajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. All right. So now this is something that is very interesting. This is a Dhruva. Remember just now I said the Dhruva Loka, he wanted this thing, but end up Krishna gave him the entire planet. Right? So he says, Tesam satata. Tesam unto them, satata yuktanam, always engage. Satata yuktana means those who always engage. Bajatam, baja hure, bajatam, all this we call it as rendering devotional service or worshipping. Right? Priti purvakam. Okay? Priti means priyam, priti. All right? Purvakam means in loving ecstasy. They are always in great ecstasy. Dadami buddhi. Dadami means I give. Dadami, I give. Buddhi. Buddhi means what? Intelligent. In Tamil also we call buddhi. All right? Buddhi means intelligent. Yogam. What intelligent? The yoga, that the real intelligent. Okay? Tam yena. Tam yena means that yena means by which? Mam. Okay? Unto me. Upayanti. Upayantite. That come. Okay? Upayanti means come. In other words, to those who are constantly devoted, those who are constantly, not once in a while, those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love. Krishna just wants your love, that's it. Right? I give the understanding by which they can come to. So sometimes when you are trying to attain yourself to attain perfection, it doesn't work that way. Okay? Because here Krishna says, he is the one that gives you the understanding. Right? As what we have learned just now, before, that I will impart the knowledge. Impart means, as the example I gave, is like downloading the knowledge to you. Okay, it's downloading the knowledge to you. So that means Krishna says here, he will impart. That means it's not your effort, but according to your sincerity and according to the love, Krishna will reveal himself. And by that, he will impart the knowledge because Krishna is there in your heart as Paramatma. And he will give you, right? He will give you the understanding. And your understanding, my understanding, and everyone's understanding is totally different. Whenever we see some senior devotees who are becoming so good in bhakti, that is something to inspire you. That the effort that they take and the thing, it is possible. The effort is possible. It's worth it. Okay, we cannot imitate them because as we have understood, we are all like individual soul. We are all individual. We have individuality. So therefore, that the way that we're going to serve the Lord and the way that we're going to love the Lord and the way that we're going to achieve the Lord, it is all according to individual ways. All right, there's no standard ways of doing it. The only standard way is the standard practice as what has been advised by the pure devotee or the guru, mahants, the spiritual masters. They say you simply read Bhagavad Gita and study the word by word. Then you chant your Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 16 times, 16 rounds, and you start to achieve so much of perfection. And in that perfection, in between, you try to distribute the Bhagavad Gita and you start to see how the feeling. So through that effort, Krishna will inspire you from your heart. And Krishna will tell you how you can come to me, right? The way that you can go back to him, he will impart it to you. And at the same time, the chapter 11, the verse 11 is my favorite verse. All right, always think about this verse, all right? Tesam eva anukampartam aham ajnanajam tama nashayamyatma bhavosto jnana deepena bhasvata. Okay, it says tesam, tesham means unto them. Who? Sorry. Okay, so Tesha means, now here, Tesham eva anukampartam. Tesha means for them. What? Eva means certainly, eva. Anukampanam. Anukampa artham. Anukampa artham. They combine the word, that's why anukampartam. That is to show special mercy. Anukampartam means to show special mercy. All right? That means for them, Tesha means for them. Eva means certainly. Anukampartam means to show special mercy. So what happened? Aham means I. Okay, what is it? Ajnana jam means due to ignorance. Okay, jnana means knowledge. When you put an A in front, ajnana means ignorance. All right, jam, that means due to ignorance. Tamaha means the darkness. There's three kinds of things that we have explained before, right? The mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. Sattvika guna, Rajasic guna, and Tama guna. Tama gunangal. Tama means in the mode of ignorance, all right? Or darkness. Tamaha means also called darkness. Then after that, it says Nasha Yami. Nasha Yami means what? Dispel or nashama போறது, நாசமாக்குறது. That means to destroy, to dispel. To dispel means to remove completely. Right? See, when the sun rises in the morning, the darkness dispelled on the spot. There's not even a spot of the place you can see darkness. I'm talking about outside, not inside your house. If you're going to put all the curtains and close everything, of course, it's darkness. But when you see the nature, when the sun rises, the entire darkness will just disappear. Completely disappear. All right. So Nashyami. So that means to dispel. Nashya means dispel. Dispel what? Then after that, Atma Bhava. Atma means yourself within your heart. Okay. Bhava. Then Sta. Jnana. That means Atma Bhava. Sto. Jnana Deepena. Jnana means what? So just now we saw Ajnana. Ajnana means ignorance. Jnana means knowledge. All right. Jnanangal, Ajnanangal. So Jnana means knowledge. Ajnana means ignorance. Jnana means knowledge. And what knowledge? Deepena. All right. Deepena. Or we also call Deebangal. Deebam. You know, Deebam means light. Right? Deepa. Deepa means light. Deepa. All right. So Bhasvata. Bhasvata means glowing. So in this text 11, Krishna says very nicely, to show them special mercy. Who? The devotee who dedicate himself, who devote everything to himself, to Krishna, and to always dwell in everything. You know, when seeing. So what he does, to show them special mercy. Krishna says to give them special mercy. I, dwelling in their heart. Who is dwelling in their heart? Paramatma, that dwells in the heart. Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, that dwells in the heart. What he does? He destroy. He destroy. How? With what? So he destroy the shining lamp. Jnana Deepena. Deepena. Shining lamp is Deepa. Deebangal. Light. Okay? Destroy the shining lamp of knowledge. So the shining lamp of knowledge means the knowledge of how you can go back to him. Okay. So what he destroyed? The darkness born of ignorance. Okay. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness that born of ignorance. So the darkness is actually all out of ignorance. Okay. When we are in ignorance, we are in darkness. Why? Because we can't see the real thing. When you can't see the real thing means what? You see the artificial thing. So the real thing is light. The artificial thing is no light, dark. Right? There's a darkness is called artificial light. Right? So that means Krishna says here, that means when he starts to give you a special mercy, he will destroy your darkness of ignorance. Okay? Through the shining lamp of knowledge. That's why we say this bhakti yoga is buddhi yoga. So sometimes when you perform your bhakti, Krishna will just come and reveal himself and you get enlightened. This is what they call enlightened. So therefore, these 4 verses, I hope that you can what they call, you can note it, take your Bhagavad Gita and note this 4 verse, 10.8, right? 10.9, 10.10, and 10.11. These 4 verses is the cream or is the seed of this entire Bhagavad Gita. If you could understand this, you consider you have understood the entire Bhagavad Gita. All right. So now let's look at 12:13. Then after this, then Arjuna start to worship. After listening to all these things, then Arjuna not speaking. Arjuna vacha, parang brahma, param dhamma, pavitram paramang bhavan, purusham shashvatam divyam, adi devam ajang vibhum, ahustvam rishaya sarve, deva rishir naradas tata, asito devalo vyasa, swayam chaiva bravishi me. What is this? Arjuna says, you are the supreme personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode. Right? The supreme personality of Godhead means Param Brahma. The ultimate abode means Param Dhamma. Dham. Dhamna Yadam. Paradhamam. Okay, the supreme place. Then after that, it says Pavitram. Pavitram means you are very pure. Right? Pavitram. Paramang Bhavan. The absolute truth. You are eternal, transcendental, original person. The unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa confirm this truth about you. They have already said something, the truth about you. And now, you yourself are declaring it to me. So now Krishna starts to say, now you yourself are declaring it to me. So what he says, first of all, he quote the great sages like Narada, Asita, Narada Muni, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa Deva. Vyasa, the one who wrote the book, the Sastra. So they say, all of these people have said about it. And now you yourself are declaring it to me. So now when people say, did Krishna say that? Yes, Krishna said that. And Arjuna understood it very nicely. That Krishna himself has declared himself as I am the supreme personality of Godhead. I am the original Adi. All right. I am that original. I am the source of all creation. Everything comes from me. Everything animate and inanimate. All right. Anything that moves or don't move. Everything is from me. Right? The entire creation, the universe, everything is from me. The spiritual world and also the material world, everything is from me. So Krishna himself is declaring it very clearly. That's why I'm using the word by word translation to explain it to you. If you have a Bhagavad Gita with you, you understand. Please read that word to word translation so you can understand. It makes sense, right? So 14 and 17, Krishna continues. Arjuna is saying, oh Krishna, I totally accept as truth what you have said. What you have told me. Arjuna is telling, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. So correct, neither the demigods nor the demons, O Lord, can understand your personality. Even the great sages and demons and devas, they cannot understand you. I agree to that. I totally accept that as a truth. Then after that, 15, he says, indeed, you alone know yourself. That means the best person to know about you is you yourself. Only you know yourself. And by your own internal potency. So the internal potency is the one that is a potency within Krishna, right? That is called, that's why when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the word Hare is actually internal potency. right? By your own internal potency. O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, Lord of the universe, Jagannatha. Okay, then 16, Arjuna continuing. Please tell me in detail. He wants now to know in detail of your divine opulence. Now he wants to know Krishna's all the divine opulence by which you pervade this entire three worlds, entire these worlds. So that means now you want to know how you control the entire world. And what he said, he wants the detail. Please tell me in detail, right? Then 17, Arjuna continuing, oh Krishna, oh Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you? Now he's saying, how can I think of you? And how shall I know you? In what various form that you are remembered? In which form you are to be remembered? How do you want? You tell me. So the best person to tell you is the Lord himself, right? Oh Supreme Personality of God. So now 19, Krishna is speaking. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Antate Katayishyami Divyahyatma Vibhutayaha Pradayantaha Kuru Shrestha Nastyanto Vistarasya Me. The Supreme Person of God, he said, yes, tell you all my splendorous manifestation. He said, I will tell you all my splendorous, all my great splendor I show you. But only of those which is prominent. I just show you the best one. Only the thing that prominent. Oh, Arjuna, because my opulence is limitless. My opulence, there's no limit. I only show you the few. Then he explained, among the devatas, right? Of all the devatas, it means of all the demigods, he said, Krishna says, I am Indra. Among Adityas, I am Vishnu. Among Rudras, I am Shiva. Among generals, I am Kartikeya, Lord Murugan, right? Among the generals, I am Kartikeya. Among Vasus, I am Agni. Among Daityas, I am Praglad. Among dispenser of law, I am Yamaraj. And among the creators, I am Brahma. Of a cause of procreation, I am Kandarpa. And among the lights, I am the sun. And among the stars, I am the moon. Among the mountains, I am Meru. Among immovable, I am Himalayas. Among the water body, I am ocean. Among the trees, I am banyan tree. Among the rivers, I am Ganga. Among the month of Margashirsha. Margashirsha means Margali. So today we are in Margali month, right? Now it's Margali started, I think 6th or 7th day. So this is the day, is a day of Krishna. So this entire month, you can dedicate yourself in worshipping, chanting, this thing, all right? And anything, if you can put a column or rangoli right in front of your house, it's very auspicious. So among the month, I'm Margashirsha or Margali. And among the seasons, I am the spring season. Then after that, Krishna says, among the sages, of all sages, I'm Vyasadeva. And among the great sages, I'm Bhrigu Muni. Among the great sages, among the demigods, I'm Narada Muni. Among the priests, I'm Brahaspati. Among perfected beings, I'm Kapila. Among the great thinkers, I'm Sukracharya. Right? Among the animals, then he's saying, comparing animal. Among the horses, I'm Ucha Shairava. Among the lordly elephant, I'm Airavata. Among the cows, I'm Surabhi. Among the serpents, I'm Vasuki. Among many hooded nagas, I'm Anandashesha. Among the fishes, I'm Shak. Among the beasts, I'm lion. Among the birds, I am Garuda. Okay, then talk about philosophical truth. Senses, among the senses, I am the mind. Among the living entities, heart, I am the super soul. Now, those who live in the entities in the heart, I am a super soul, Paramatma. Among the poetry, I am Gayatri. Among the letter, I am A. You know, even in Tirukural, Agara, Mudara, Yeltalam, A. So A is the Adi Bhagavat Mudatri Ulagi. So A is the letter. The Krishna says, among the letter, I am letter A, the beginning, right? Among the compound word, I am dual compound. Among the signs, I am spiritual science of self. Among the logicians, I am a conclusive truth. Among Samaveda hymns, I am Brahad Sama. Among the Vedic mantras, among the vibration, I'm the transcendental Om. Sometimes they said, don't tell me even Om is Krishna. I'm not telling this. Even Krishna says that, right? You can also refer to that verses, right? Let me see. Okay. So the verse is, it says, Maharishinam Bhrigur Aham Giram Asmya Ekam Aksharam Yaknanam Japa Yaknosmi Stavaranam Himalayaha. Maharishim, among the great sages, Bhrigu, Aham, I am Giram. Gira means vibration. Vibration, there's Om. Okay, among the vibration Om, I am Ekam Aksharam, Pranava, Yaknanam of sacrifice. All right, so that means among the vibration, I am the transcendental Om. Okay, so Krishna Prabhupada translates, of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of vibration, I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifice, I'm the chanting of the holy name Japa, and of all immovable things, I'm Himalaya. Right? So that means among the sacrifice or Tyaga that you're going to do for this Kali Yuga is chanting the holy name. Okay? So when you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it is not you are chanting simply, but you are bringing Krishna to your tongue. All right? That's how when we want to eat something, we want to enjoy something, we bring it to our tongue. Once the thing comes, the tongue satisfies, the whole system satisfies. Yes or not? You're feeling very hungry. All right, if you feel very hungry, why not you just go and eat what they call a porridge? Why not you just eat a bread? Why you need to go to a place where you need to get something very tasty? Because even your stomach is crying for hunger, but still the most important of all that to satisfy your tongue. And every food that goes into your body is through the tongue. And sometimes we want to show our what they call our scholarship, to show that, oh, I'm a very clever person, or you're trying to be very intelligent and everything. No, not by your look, but by the words that you use, the speaking. So the tongue is the thing. So when you want to satisfy your senses, you have to do it through your tongue. You want to satisfy your ego to show that you are a great person, a great narrative. You can speak very nicely. Also, you do it through the tongue. So the tongue is the cause of happiness and suffering. But usually the tongue is the cause of suffering. Right? Anyway, we வாயை கொடுத்து புண்ணாக்கிக்கிட்டான். வாயை கொடுத்து தேவையில்லாம பேசி மாட்டிக்கிட்டான். Right? Just because of a mouth, we are all suffering. Not mouth, the tongue, the vibration of the tongue. Right? So the tongue. So that means the same thing is when you want to bring Krishna into your body, you have to do it through your tongue. That's a sacrifice. And that's a very simple sacrifice. You simply need to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just go on repeating this mantra again and again and again. Put it to your tongue. The tongue will be so satisfied. The tongue will never hanker for meat, for egg, for fish, for all kind of rubbish. Which is even eventually she's going to be very bad for your health. All right. But the thing is, I like it. I cannot become vegetarian just like that. Yes, fair enough. You cannot be a vegetarian. Yes, because the energy, because the desire of the tongue is very strong. Right? The desire of the tongue is very, very strong. Okay, you see the tongue, your mind, your tongue, your belly, and your genitals, straight line. Yes or not? Your belly, your genital, everything straight line. So, and who is the cause? Is the tongue. When the mind says one, the tongue will react. The mind says, yes, let's go and have something like this, a Western food. All right. And how the mind gets satisfied? Through the tongue. All right. When you try to make a debate, go for a debate or an argument, right? And what satisfies your ego? Your ego is when you can speak so nicely and you can defeat that person. You are happy, you are excited, right? Through the tongue. So similarly, you keep the chanting of the holy name and bring it to your tongue, and you start to see how your life will transform. Among the Vedas, I'm Samaveda. Okay. So that with that, again, I'm telling you, take the commitment RDC formula. And I'm so happy to hear that Sadguna Mataji was sending me a lot of messages saying that how she feels her life has transformed and how excited she is in the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. And also studying the Bhagavad Gita, especially. Sorry. I hope she's chanting because I think she have not tell me about anything about chanting. But she's told me about this the studying of the Bhagavad Gita. And again, she watches all the videos that I share in YouTube. She again and again watch. And of course, I think she also refers back to the book with her. And I start to see huge transformation happening. When she came to my session, I think she came on a batch 2. She was very quiet. Then batch 3, she was little. But batch 4, batch 5, looks like she's in great ecstasy, right? Her ecstasy make me even more excited. She's so like that. I hope to hear a lot of ecstatic feedback. Please send me message, WhatsApp to me, and explain. Just tell me how you feel, how the thing transformed. Because also, I also like to know whether the effort that I take here, is it worth the effort or not? But of course, definitely, I believe it's worth the effort. I have no doubt, because I myself feel very happy. I feel so happy doing this, right? When I go to bed, I feel like so nice. When during the batch 4 to batch 5, that the period of few days, or batch 3 to batch 4, there was, I think, 2 weeks gap. That I feel so miserable that moment. All right. For that reason, starting from next year, I'm going to start this Gita Sastra study group. So I've not decided. There's 4 books we're going to study. One is Nectar of Instruction by Rupa Goswami, Ishopanishad by the personified of Vedas. Ishopanishad spoke that. We also thought of going through this Bhagavad Gita word by word, every verse, 700 verses. Or then Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, this itself going to take you at least years, right? We try to do with Krishna's mercy. I try to get a PPT like this so we can go fast. Then after that, the last book, and then also there's a Upadeshamrita, Nectar of Devotion. All right, this is the most important books. In your one lifetime, you must understand this. At least half, at least quarter, right? At least 1/10, your life can be perfect. So I've not decided where to start. Like today, even my another devotee friend, he told me, why not we start from Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Why not we start from Srimad Bhagavatam? Then after that, there's another devotee told me, why not we start with Bhagavad Gita? Because here we jump the verses, so we go every verses. And there's another devotee says, no, I think Ishopanishad is a good idea. Then another devotee saying is Nectar of Instruction, because Nectar of Instruction, do you know that just by studying Nectar of Instruction, you can go back home, back to Godhead. You don't need to read any other book. It's that powerful instruction of Guru Rupa Goswamis, right? So like that, I have so many requests. So I am going to, since the school holiday has started, so I'm free for this week and I'm going to meditate on this and I will come out with a decision where to start, right? So why I'm doing this, of course, to discuss with every one of you, but at the same time for my own self-nourishment, because I'm a very lazy person. If I were to sit and study by myself, I might not do it. But with all of you, I might be doing it so much of delight, right? Especially when Mataji like Sadguna, Kesavan, then Krishna Rubini, then this, what they call, there's a devotee called, what they call, Siuling, Siuling. All these things give me so much of excitement. And I'm so happy to inform that the previous batch student, like CS Tan, Prabhu, who have came for my first class, first Gita again. That time I was doing morning and evening, morning session, evening session. He attended both. Then after that, session 2, session 3, session 4, he have total huge transformation happening in his life, right? He is a former Christian who used to do this kind of missionary work. And after that, he went into Buddhism. Then he went and looked for all that means, but ended up in Hare Krishna, somehow or other. And after that, he attended my Gita Gyan class and he started to have a huge transformation start happening in his life. And with that, he has already, now he's in India. Okay. So then he has already gone to India, and I'm so happy to see he has gone to the place where Prabhupada was born. You know, they were sending me that videos. I saw him, and I saw him shaven head. He have shaved his head. That is something which is really amazing. That means I understand there's a huge transformation that happened. That means, in other words, these 4-5 months of this sacrifice, it is really worth it. And another devotee, Rusan Chiang, there's a Chinese devotee. She has taken up the bhakti quite seriously. She's even though she speaks English, she don't understand this Gita English. So she came and she started to do comparison study, Bhagavad Gita, English and Chinese. She started to compare, and she started to have a huge transformation happening in her heart. And last week, she has actually gone. I think some of you have seen, I've shared in the group. She has gone with another devotee, very long friend of mine, Alinda Ho Mataji from KL. Both of them went to Yuk Choi private and Yuk Choi government. There's a 2 Yuk Choi in Ipoh, huge school, huge Yuk Choi school and Yuk Choi, what they call Yuk Choi normal school and Yuk Choi private school. They went both and they start to install Bhagavad Gita. They came in and gave them Bhagavad Gita and they said they're going to keep the Bhagavad Gita with them and they're going to put it in their library. Because we must understand Bhagavad Gita is like a time bomb. We don't know. When someone just touched the Bhagavad Gita, they open palm, all the illusion will be dispelled and they comes to the real knowledge and eventually will become a pure devotee of the Lord. And all of you have taken up this thing. So since you are here, please don't miss this opportunity. As we have understood, we are hidden in horizon. We are somewhere in dark place. You know, it's so scary. If you think that you are all you have around people around you, right? But actually, if you really sit and meditate, that you are living in a very dark place, far, far away. We have been far, far away from the Lord. That's why the Lord also come and lives in your heart as Paramatma. All right. So like that. So take up this commitment very seriously. Just simply study the Bhagavad Gita. All right. Like some says, do I need to be a vegetarian? Don't worry about your diet. Don't worry about your lifestyle. Don't worry about anything. You think you want to go ahead and eat your meat, go ahead. If you think you want to go ahead and drink your beer, go ahead. Do whatever you want. But never compromise on studying the Gita and chanting the rounds. Right? Others, because we are all conditioned soul. We as a conditioned soul, we have so much of conditioning. We cannot change overnight. But Krishna says when you bring Krishna to your tongue, when you start to dance on your tongue, all that nasty things will just go away from you. And eventually, without you knowing, suddenly you don't feel like having a good taste from the meat. You don't feel like drinking. Eventually, you become a very pure person. Let the process happen naturally. Don't fake it. Krishna also don't want you to fake it, right or not? In chapter 3, yeah, he says, by giving up this thing, but your mind still dwells in that, you are a pretender. He doesn't want you to pretend. Let it go with the flow. Just go with the flow and just go on chanting your Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Just go on reading your Bhagavad Gita, and you start to see how your life will transform very, very, very positive. Right? So the positive transformation is very important. And Krishna start to teach a very sublime method, or that means easy method. At the same time, try to give Bhagavad Gita to someone and let them have it. So after this session, someone asked me, so how, Prabhu, if there's a new person comes, how to do it and everything. Honestly, because I need to do my job. I'm also a grasta, need to maintain my family and my children and everything. My daughter is just after SPM. I mean, she's going through SPM. And I'm also a motivational trainer, as some of you know. I'm also a trainer, what they call mind science coach, and also a forex coach. So I also have to need to look into my job, because for the past 5-6 months, I'm not doing my job at all, because so engrossed in this devotional service, into this talking about Bhagavad Gita. So to those people who still want it, please kindly share that video to them and ask them to go one by one. Right now, you start from chapter 1. Now go through it. You like it, then you go to chapter 2. Just share that entire YouTube video. Or if you think you want to take the video and share them one by one, it's also up to you. Right? Because the message is always the same. Okay. But of course, yesterday was a mistake, because I went and reload the Zoom, and the recording went into my computer. It's supposed to record on the cloud, but went into the computer, and after that I couldn't retrieve. But by the time I retrieve, it couldn't load, because they said not enough space and all this. So I've lost it. That's why I shared the batch 3, the thing yesterday, chapter 9. So like that, you can just forward all these things and encourage everybody to take up reading. Okay. And so there's also a question here by Kesavan. Oh, Kesavan, you're here. Hare Krishna. How about the book preparation for Sastra class, or can refer online Veda? Yes, of course. Right? You can also go to this Veda base. Of course, we're going to use Veda base. And if possible, if you can get a book, you try to get a book. I think I've given you an act of instruction, right, Kesavan? And you've got a Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
And
Go ahead. I have.
Yeah. Ishopanishad, do you have Ishopanishad?
Don't have. Prabhu.
Okay, Ishopanishad, let me check in the temple. Then Nectar of Devotion, of course, is I've not seen it, because I've got a book. That was my gift. I got it on the day that I became a devotee. Right? I still got that book. It was a gift on November 1993 by Shanti Vardhana Prabhu, who was my first Siksha Guru, who taught me this way of bhakti. Gave me that book in 93, and still today I'm keeping it. Of course, the wording is so small. As I get older, I need to depend on my reading class and all this. So anyway, whatever said and done. So take this formula very seriously. Only one thing, I'm not simply blabbering or simply making you feel good by telling that you're a very fortunate one. I'm not, because what I got to gain, if I'm doing some kind of MLM business, you come to me, of course, when you do something, I'm going to get something, right? Or if all of you staying in Ipoh, you all going to come and serve Ipoh temple, of course, we will benefit. I will benefit, especially. Then the temple will benefit. Okay. If you're in Ipoh, you come to Bhakti Yoga Center, you come and serve, of course, I will benefit, and everyone will benefit. But now all of you from all part of the world, varieties of places. But why I'm telling you this one thing, I have no expectation. I simply do my duty as what requested by my spiritual master. So try your best. Don't give up. All right. This RDC formula really works. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to do the program in the morning, back to 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 to 11 a.m. We're going to discuss on chapter 11. After this chapter, Krishna says, Arjuna is telling, I want to see your opulence. Please show me. I want the details. And Krishna says, why you want to know the details? I will show you the most important part. And therefore, tomorrow, Krishna is going to speak on the universal form. The universal form is chapter 11, where Krishna is going to show is the form which is going to make overwhelm Arjuna. Okay. Then after that, Tuesday, we're going to discuss on devotional service, which is going to be very, very important, chapter 12. Then, today is what day? Today is 22nd. So, tomorrow, 23rd, 24th, and 25th, on Christmas Day, we're going to speak about chapter 13, nature, the enjoyer, and the consciousness. Right? The nature, enjoyer, the consciousness. But I would like to ask everyone's permission. If at all, if you are available for 2 sessions, will that be okay? Right? Will that be okay if we can do 2 sessions? Example, we do tomorrow morning session. We're going to do chapter 11. In the evening, we do chapter 12. Then Tuesday, we do chapter 13 and chapter 14. And Wednesday, okay, Christmas Day, 15, 16. So we could finish up this Gita Gyan batch 5 quickly, because I believe that this is already a holiday season. Some of you want to go for holiday. So I don't want to put you down. I don't want to keep you whole. So if it's okay, we can do 2 sessions. We can finish it fast. All right. If it's okay with you, kindly put up your comment in the group so that this is okay. If I'm okay with 2 sessions, we can just carry on. We can finish up, because school holiday, I don't need to be committed to send my children to tuition and everything. So we can proceed. All right. So with that, thank you so much for your wonderful time. It's really my great pleasure to work with all of you, to be your servant. You know, by the mercy of Krishna, I got this golden opportunity to serve each and every one of you. All right. And be an instrument of Krishna to convince you to take up the reading of Bhagavad Gita very seriously and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra very attentive. Hare Krishna. If you have any comments, you can, or any question, you can ask. If not, we end the session. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. All good? What's the time? Oh, it's 9:30. Oh, exactly on time. We finished just on time. Very nice. Okay, if there's no question, we end the session here. Vanchakal Patarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyavacha Paditanam Pavinivyo Vaishnavebhayo Namo Namah. See you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Hare Krishna. Good night.
Hare Krishna, Babu.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna,
so much.
Prabhu. Thank you.
You learned a lot.
Gauranga.
Thank you.